Listen, that changes everything, doesn't it? I'm sorry, folks, but something now has to happen. Just give me the word. Genevieve. All aboard. All right. Is everybody ready? We're going to play some French music. Combien-vous parlez français? Ah, soit. OK. Ouais, je connais un petit peu français. Tu parles français. Je connais c'est le groupe qui vient de Montréal. Est-ce que c'est le groupe de Montréal ou une autre place? Montréal ou où? Ottawa. OK. Ouais. C'est le grand d'Ottawa. Ouais. C'est la place que je n'ai jamais visitée, peut-être en avenir. Ouais. OK. We're gonna do a little French music for you tonight. How many of y'all here come for Cajun music? Sorry, you'll be sadly disappointed. We'll do a few Cajun songs later this evening, but we're going to be doing the music of the Illinois country tonight. Upper Louisiana, so we'll get started here, and then we're going to have Sandra Kavik come up here and talk to you in just a minute. Bonsoir.
Bonsoir, everyone.
Bonsoir. Miss Cabot.
Welcome to the St. Genevieve French Heritage Festival 2017. This is our 20th anniversary of the French Heritage Festival.
Woo!
Well, this is my 20th year.
It is?
Yeah.
You're at the French Fest?
Yes.
Well, you've been here since the beginning now.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 1997.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. It works.
Yeah, right here. You can see all the lines, the white hairs.
So welcome everyone to this very special evening. This is our French Festival, what we consider, what we really consider the primo event of the whole festival, and that is our evening entertainment with Dennis Stroughmatt and L'Esprit Creole. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce our group for you this evening, primarily Dennis Stroughmatt. By an amazing string of chance events, young Dennis Stroughmatt was introduced to French Creole music by the descendants of the early French colonial settlers of Old Mines. He spent over 3 years with our cousins in Old Mines, researching, learning to speak their dialect of French Creole, to play the fiddle, and to sing the beautiful traditional songs that have thrived in this region for over 300 years. In a way, this period was Dennis's apprenticeship, learning from the masters. He would then go on to live, work, and play music in the Cajun country of Louisiana and to study in Quebec, thus completing the circle of French culture in America. Since then, Dennis has formed many musical acts and performance routines to share the joy of Creole music all across the country, including right here in St. Genevieve and right here at the French Heritage Festival. We are blessed to call him a friend of St. Genevieve and honored to welcome him back to this festival. With that, I give you Dennis Stroughmatt et l'Esprit Creole, as they say, laissez le bon temps brûler.
All right.
Bon job. Bon travail. Okay. Well, also want to say thank you. We have some friends here that have I mentioned them in French. If you didn't pick up on that, we've got some friends here that have come down from Ottawa and in Quebec, Montreal, that are here. They're here. Ici, c'est plus facile de parler en français à soi. See, it's easier to speak in French than it is English when I get here in St. Genevieve. So otherwise, when I'm in English, it'll flub it up. So, but they're come down so that if you see people filming you, and then we got more filming everywhere. That's all right. Tell you what, we're just going to get to playing some music. That's what I'm here for. So Doug and I just drove about 20 hours to be here. We just drove in from Connecticut, literally. We were at a festival yesterday.
Thank you.
We were at a festival yesterday on the border of Connecticut and Rhode Island. Left yesterday afternoon around 2 o'clock. So
A lot of coffee, folks. A lot of
that's
coffee.
right. That's right. So anyway, let's do a tune here for you. How about we'll do one of my favorite songs, and we'll just kind of ease y'all into it. This is kind of a little blues tune, not something we do a lot, but it's a fun little song, something called Tout chose sur les cochons c'est bon, which means everything on a hog is good.
Except the eyes. Stay away from the eyes.
Choisir les cochons, c'est bon. Choisir les cochons. Choisir les cochons, c'est bon. Les yeux sont pas. Oh, les yeux sont pas bons, pas bons. Mon j'aime la mieux temps. Boucherie. Mon j'aime la mieux temps. Rôti. Mon j'aime la mieux temps. Fromage de tête. On aime la mieux temps, sans doigt. Toujours Manger des cochons, c'est bon. Les yeux sont pas bons, pas bons. Said everything, oh, everything on the hog is good. I said everything, oh, everything on the hog is good. Except his eyes, except his eyes are no good, no good. And oh, I love that old time, boudin. I love that old time, mouchli. Head cheese, yeah, yeah. Whole time, bouillon. Everything on a hog is good. Except his eyes are no good, no good. Get her done. Le jaune des cochons, c'est bon. Le jaune des cochons, le jaune des cochons, c'est bon. Les yeux sont pas, les yeux sont pas bons, pas bons. I love my old time boucherie. I love my old time rôti. Cheese, fromage de terre, yeah. I love that old time son d'oeil. Un donné des cochons, c'est bon. Les yeux sont pas bons, pas bons. C'est bon. Thank you. All right. What we're going to do, here's an old song here for you. Where's 80? 80 Niehaus. Where'd she go? There's 80. All right. We're going to do a song for you. I learned this tune over in old, not in Old Mines, but I learned this in Potosi, Missouri. Some of you may know that Potosi at one time was called Mina Breton, which means the Breton Mines. I know it sounds like I said Breton, because I did say Breton. But in Illinois, Missouri French, you don't say Breton, which is Breton, like Brittany, because most of the French in this part of the country, a big percentage of the French from around here, came from Brittany and Normandy, really from two provinces of France, most heavily of the French that came into Missouri and to the Illinois country. And but as time went along, the French language somewhat changed, you might say, and in other ways it stayed the same, and everybody else changed. And so our French language here, the French language that I learned to speak is over 300 years old, and it's tough to find people who are 300 years old to speak it with. But you know, there's a few people left in the Old Mines area, not many, under 20 people who speak the language now, very few. But this is one of the songs that I learned from a lady named Ida Portel over in Potosi, and Mina Berton, and this is one of her songs. But the song is thought originally came from Vincennes, Indiana. For a lot of you here that are in and around St. Genevieve should know that Vincennes is really in a lot of ways, I know a lot of people say, well, St. Genevieve, you know, St. Genevieve, France would be the sister city. Actually, no, it's Vincennes, because Vincennes was also a very large city on the Wabash River, and had its own language, own songs. In fact, a lot of the songs we do are songs that come from Vincennes. And this is one that possibly and most likely originally came from Vincennes. And it's called Grand-Mère se plaint is the name of it, which means grandmother complains. And it's a story about a grandmother who's complaining. It's the middle of winter. And so she complains at the grandfather in the song, and she complains to get him to leave, to go out into the forest and go find some firewood and some food. But in the song, the grandfather never comes back. Yeah. Anybody know why? You probably know why. You know why? Yeah. No? What's that? All the complaining. Yeah, well, that had a lot to do with it. One time I was playing out in Montana on tour, and I asked this question of a group out there, and some guy out of the audience yells, "He went to the casino." I actually thought that was a perfect answer. And but no, he got eaten by a wolf. That's what happened to the grandfather. He actually got eaten by a wolf.
Now you kind of wish you went to the casino, don't you?
Yeah. Well, you know, we got a lot of these ballads we're going to do tonight, and one of the things that you're going to find out is there's a lot of really pretty songs that come from the Illinois country, but the problem is that if it's a really pretty song, usually somebody's going to die horribly.
Oh, dear.
Death and destruction if it's slow. So just right frame in mind if you hear a slow song so we don't surprise you.
That's right. That's right. Here we go. Jigga-dong-day, jigga-dong-day, cavez-vous dans ma vieille grand-mère, jigga-dong-day. Oh, cavez-vous dans ce temps d'année, cavez-vous dans le temps d'année, cavez-vous dans ma vieille grand-mère, jigga-dong-day. A little bit out. Jigga-dong-day, jigga-dong-day, ouais, j'avais une vieille grand-mère, jigga-dong-day. Oh, du temps après, crier, oh, du temps après, crier, ouais, j'avais une vieille grand-mère, jigga-dong-day. Thank you very much. All right. We're going to do an old fiddle tune here for you. When I was learning to play the fiddle, of course, I actually, my first few months of learning to play fiddle were over where the three of us are from, which is in southeastern Illinois. And the great Western swing fiddle player over there, a guy by the name of Cloris Warlow, he was a Illinois State fiddle champ. And he showed me the first things I ever learned on the fiddle, the first things, but then I came straight over here, and when I started hanging out at the house parties in the bouillons over in Old Mines, one of the things that happened over there was that one of the great fiddle players around there named Roy Booyer got a hold of me. We got any Booyers here? Any Booyers? No? No Booyers in it? Seriously, come on now. I bet if you look back in your family tree, you probably got a Booyer in there somewhere. But or Boyer? Boyer. Okay, all right. Bouyer. There you go, Bouyer. All right. Well, if you're in Old Mines, it's Booyer. If you're over in Vincennes, or southeastern Illinois, it's Boyer. And so, just depends on where you're from. But we'll do this song. This is a song that we should do. Should we do Roy's Jig? Yeah, we'll do. This is a song that I learned from Roy Booyer. It's kind of a jig, and one of the things I was learning from him is that when I started learning to play fiddle, I didn't really know or realize that I was learning to play French fiddling. I just called it fiddling, period. Until you start getting around other fiddle players, and then I started realizing that, oh, this is different, you know, and mainly because all the other people were telling me that what you're doing is really different, and it's not like us. So anyway, so we'll do this for you. We'll do an old song here. Well, I should quit saying that. They're all old songs. Okay, so they're all old. Actually, we'll do one for you here in a little bit. How many of y'all have run the Guione here in town? Anybody? A few of you have run the Guione. I'll tell you the story about that a little bit later, but I want to play this tune first. But there's a funny thing that happened to us in New York a few years ago that happened with the Guione. But we'll do a song here for you. This is another one that I learned from Ida Portel. Ida had a really good mind. When I met her, she was in her late 80s. And this was around 1990. And her first language was French. And so she spoke 2 languages and actually preferred to speak French. And so when I started learning these songs, I was trying to learn the fiddle from Roy Bouyer and Charlie Paggi, and I was going to the house parties and the bouillons. Miss Ida, when she was teaching me these songs, she said, you know, it's great that you're learning the songs, you know, but you don't actually even know what they mean. And so she said, you know, it'd probably be important if you actually learn what the words mean. You know, if you're going to tell any of these stories or even do it. So she was one of the first people that started teaching me French, but she also taught me about the meanings of these songs. And this was a Christmas tune. I know, here it is, June. We're going to do a Christmas song for you. But some people call this song "Quoi vas-tu, Bergère" is the name of it, or "Tu viens-tu, Bergère," and it's one of the songs that she taught me. And she told me, she says, now this is a Christmas song. This is a church song. She knew that Charlie Paggi played this as a fiddle tune. And she said, this is not a dance song. So if you go out and play this as a dance song, she said, you're going to have real issues, if you know what I mean. Okay? This is a church song. This is not a bar song. So
We're all in trouble now for doing this, so you might as well just get out here and dance.
that's right. So, but anyway, but we're going to do it anyway. And so anyway, the song called "Tu viens-tu, Bergère," and it's a fun tune. It's a good one. If anybody feels motivated or moved to get up and dance, if you're there again, if you're afraid in dancing in front of anybody, we will turn around and face the other direction. If you're worried about it. Or there's actually a little gate over here. You can all go out on the other side of the tree and dance too, so if you need to do that. But anyway, we'll do it. Je viens de ta blague dans mes bras de neige. Je viens de miracles si soit arrivé. Est-il bon, Bergère? Est-il bon? Plus bon que le lunaille et que le soleil. Non mais dans le monde, je ne sens pas. Get her out. Ça c'est tout, Bergère, ça c'est tout, ça c'est tout, Bergère, ça c'est tout. Je vous capte ces anges, sans les décider, pendant les louanges de Berlin. Quoi vas-tu, vas-tu, Benjamin? M'en vas-tu? Viens de table dans mes bras maintenant. Que vienne la caisse, malade. Viens-tu, Benjamin?
Sounded just like a Christmas song, didn't
Doesn't
it?
it? Kind of reminds you of Jingle Bells. You know,
Or Silent Night done fast.
True, that's true. Silent Night kind of has a feel, you know, same feel. Okay, all right, we'll do a song here for you. This is not a dancing tune. I got to tell you the story because I always have to. But I got to tell you the story of this song. When I was learning to speak French, one of the things that a lot of the people that I stayed with is that one of the things that they helped me out with, you know, is you got to learn like articles of clothing, you got to learn foods, things like this, you know. And one of the things that they did was they wouldn't let me eat unless I learned to speak French, because what they do is they like, you know, give me the words first, they'd show you, say, okay, c'est du bœuf, c'est du viande, du lait, some, you know, so you got your meat, you got your milk, things like that, des œufs. Ah, tu veux des œufs pour le petit déjeuner dans le matin? Oui. Ouais. Okay, so yeah, I want some eggs, you know, but you gotta learn how to say eggs. And if you don't say des œufs en français, tu peux pas manger. Okay, tu vas manger pas. So if you don't know the words, you don't get to eat. And so that's how I started learning to speak. But it's kind of the same way with my clothes. No, they didn't steal my clothes. But it was this song. It was one of the ways that I learned clothing. And it's a song called Ma Père et Mon Mère, or Ma Mère et Mon Père, depends on who you get. It's a story about this little girl. She's in an arranged marriage, and I used to say she was 12, but since I've got a 4 and 8-year-old girls at home, we're going to say she's 24. So in this arranged marriage.
That's a good age.
Uh-oh.
I've got an 18-year-old.
Uh-oh, listen. Listen.
That changes everything, doesn't it?
I'm sorry, folks, but something now has to happen.
Just give me the word.
Gibby.
All aboard.
Equal opportunity. You got to do both sides.
I would like to remind you that we just traveled 20 hours from Connecticut.
I certainly hope that train don't come along again, because if it does, I'm going to have to play it again. So,
Did I say 20 miles? 20 hours.
20 hours. And the Orange Blossom Special. Anyway, back to my story, before I was so rudely interrupted. But anyway, in this song, the little girl, she goes to her mother, because she's in this arranged marriage, she goes to her mother and father and she says, I can't get married because I need a new dress. Okay, une robe, gotta have a new dress. And so the mother says, that's fine, we'll get you a new dress so you can get married, so we'll go buy one and you can get married. And the little girl says, but wait, I still can't get married because I need a new shirt. Saying chemise. And so the mother's like, fine, we'll go get you a shirt and go get you chemise so you can get married. And the little girl says, but wait, I still can't get married because I need a new hat and chapeau. I have a chapeau. And so the mother's like, fine, we'll get you a hat so you can get married. And the little girl says, but wait, I still can't get married because I gotta have a new jacket and capote. Gotta have a capote. So, fine, we get you a new jacket so you can get married. And the little girl says, but wait, I still can't get married because I need a new pair of shoes, which is des souliers. Des souliers. Ici, ton des souliers, pas des chaussures. Pour les Français. We don't say chaussures. Now, we say souliers. I know, it means sandals. Okay? So I'm telling you, we got old words here. We're going back a few years. But anyway, so the mother says, fine, we'll get you some new shoes. And the little girl says, oh, no, I still can't get married because I need some pants or underwear or both. Des culottes. Okay, gotta have des culottes. And so the mother said, fine, so we get you your pants, your underwear. And the little girl says, but wait, I still can't. I know this is just going on and on and on. It's like you know, all I can say is, woo! The little girl's, she's either trying to get out of the marriage, break her parents, or which still happens today. So it's kind of be like a new song. But anyway, that's what my girls are doing to me. They're breaking me, and they're only 4 and 8. So anyway, which by the way, we have CDs available tonight for sale. So it's a part of the Stroughmatt Girl College Fund, and if anybody wants to help participate. But anyway, so the last thing is that, well, not the last thing, but one of the things says, so I can't get married because, I need a ring. C'est une bague. Je peux pas marier sans une bague. So the mother's like, so we get you a ring, but the thing about it is I never knew if she got married. Don't know. I never knew. Nobody ever knew the end of the story. So, but anyway, we'll do it for you. Macro sur les volleyball. Oh ma vie, tu passes en robe, nous news en robe, c'est news en robe. Il n'y a pas bien des sons en robe, ils ont volé l'acheter. Oh vero, mano, macro sur les volleyball. Oh ma vie, t'as pas un chapeau, on dit le chapeau, tu dis le chapeau. Il n'y a pas bien ni son chapeau, ils ont volé l'acheter. Oh vero, mano, macro sur les volleyball. Oh ma vie, t'as pas un capot, on dit le capot, c'est dit le capot. Il n'y a pas ni son capot, ils ont volé l'acheter. Pas des souliers, on dit des souliers, c'est nu des souliers. Il n'y a pas bien des sans souliers, ils sont volés l'acheter. Oh ma fille, t'es pas des culottes, enlever des culottes, saigner des culottes. Mais y a pas bien les autres culottes, on va les acheter. Il n'y a pas bien les autres époques, on va les l'acheter. Yeah, c'est ma mère et mon père. So like I said, I don't know if she got married or not. Equal opportunity. We got to do both sides.